G'day legends, Craig from Beastie Life. Now back again with another video. Bonnet's up, nothing's wrong, but something's missing. Now I didn't tell you in the last video, but it's a bit sneaky, and I added, I had what, 12 lights from 2 6-packs and 2 Bluetooth controllers, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to run some grill lights at the same time. So I've got 2 RGB grill lights mounted in here, and the cables all run back to the battery in the back of Beastie. They just need wiring up to its own Bluetooth controller and power, and then we'll have independent grill lights and independent rock lights, which we'll be able to run through the one STEDI app. So the STEDI app can handle up to 7 or 8 Bluetooth controllers, so why wouldn't we go ahead and maximize what we can do? So that's today's video. It's gonna look sick, and then we're gonna head out in the bush and I'm gonna show you the difference. I think the grill lights will just give it that more presence. When you're driving around the bush at night, it's gonna look unreal. So head over to Beastie's Corner. I'm gonna quickly run through the wiring before we get in the back and hook it all up, and then bang, straight out in the bush, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay legends, over in Beastie's Corner. So I'm gonna quickly run through the wiring for this. And then we'll do it for real in the back of the car. But basically the setup is an RGB Bluetooth controller, STEDI made, runs through into a splitter of 6 separate RGB lights that you can hook in. So these are the lights, RGB light, solid, well made, and that's 3.5 meters of cable. Also come with a 5 meter cable, but this is the 3.5. And then it's just a matter of getting the light. You find the little notch, you find the little arrow, all plug and play, all really easy. Push that in like so. Up comes the locking nut, and that is waterproof and good to go. So that's simple. Now, if you have a look at my rock light video up here, I do actually turn this 6 lights into 9 using splitters and so on. So if you want a bit more detail on how to maximize that and do that, certainly check that out. And it's far more detail in relation to wiring as well. So after that comes out the other side of the Bluetooth controller. We've got to get it some power. So it comes with a switch that you can mount in your dash or do wherever you like. You can give some wire to do that. And then that splits into a positive and negative wire with a 5 amp fuse on the positive side. So you run that off to your battery and so on. Now I am going to be terminating the wire right there and disregarding all of that stuff and just hooking this straight into my kick-ass wireless switch. There's a video here if you want to check that out. Great bit of gear, makes life so much easier than having these switches and stuff. But for the principle of just hooking up these grill lights, that's it. Bluetooth splitter into power with a switch. So once we turn that on, give it some power, there's our switch, turn our switch on, and little light shows that you've got power. Now what you need to do then is get hold of the STEDI app. So they have an app that runs the Bluetooth controller, looks like this. So it's Apple and Android, and what we do from here is, right, that's it there. So at the top there, you'll see it automatically connects. That's the little Bluetooth connection symbol there, the link, and then I've named it Grill. Up to Group Manager, you can edit it and call it whatever you like. Because I'm running multiple Bluetooth devices, that's what this video is about too, running multiple Bluetooth devices off the one app. That's why I've had to name them so I don't get confused, but you'll understand that later. So then it's just a matter of lights on, we turn on power, and then it's just a matter of moving it to tell it what you want to do. And there's our light. Very simple, plug and play, all the fancy stuff, strobing, you name it, it does it all. Purple strobes, it's great bit of gear, especially when you've got multiple going at the same time. So what I'm going to do now, and to turn off, just hit the power or you flick the switch. So what I'm going to do now, head back over, I'm going to show you how we're going to wire it up for real into the back of Beastie and through the Bluetooth controller. But for the moment, we are not going to need this. Boom. Okay legends, so just in relation to the use of rock lights, grill lights, all of those sorts of lights that are RGB and all different colours, you need to know your rules and regulations of state and territories and countries of where you live, because everyone's different, everything's different, and you may or may not be able to use them in certain circumstances. So make sure you check all that stuff out. That's just a disclaimer from me. Okay legends, so placement of the grill lights, I've decided to put one behind each spotlight inside the grill. So where that ends up being is down there. So there's one there and the other one just there. So it's as easy as using the rubber mount, drilling 2 5 or 5.5 mil holes, use the supplied Steno bolt and nylon lock nut, and then they're going nowhere. And I've just run the conduit, 7 mil conduit with the wire, and then what I did is down here they joined together. I got them to join together, taped them up and put them into one 10 mil. So there's 2 wires now in the one conduit, a lot easier to run. That runs over and that joins a myriad of other conduits which has got other rock lights in it from underneath, and that heads off under the airbox and makes its way down, past through the chassis and so on, up into the floor at the back. So that's the placement I've chosen. It's still all very easy, good fun, good DIY stuff, and really there's so many options on where you can mount them up there, but you'll get a good idea. Okay legends, just in the back of Beastie here, so this is where we're going to do our install. First thing, power supply. So I have a kick-ass wireless gang switch here, which gives me control through this wireless switch to be able to activate anything in this eight gangs here to turn on and off. So I already have the rock lights in here through the 5 amp fuse, and then that runs off to my Bluetooth controller, and I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'll pick another one, and then I'll be able to use this controller just by turning that on like that. I can hit any of my lights and then they come on, off, whatever. Just going to make life so much easier. This lives up the front with me, but when I'm outside in the camping and I want lights on and this or whatever, you can hook a myriad of things up to it and they'll come on. So love that. So that's going to be our power source. It's going to run down through our conduit, and then that pops out down the bottom here, comes out here, runs through, and then here it is over at our Bluetooth controller here. So this is the one for the underglow, the underbody lights, and then that runs through to all of my plugs, which runs off to all of my lights that run through all these different looms and stuff. So if you want to know how to do the underbody rock lights, check out that video. But at the same time, I ended up, you can just see the plug there. I ended up running through on a splitter. So I split the 2 lights into one cable and they pop up just there. So I ran them at the same time that I ran the rock lights because it was just going to make life so much easier. Then all I need to do is use a STEDI extension thing, couple of metre extension cable, run that through, and then I'm going to mount my Bluetooth controller directly next to the other one here, like so. And then that extension lead, STEDI extension lead's just got to go into one of these plugs. So I'm going to end up with 5 extra plugs, which is overkill, but that's the only way to get 2 sets of lights to run different things is through 2 different Bluetooth controllers. So it can be activated individually through the app or through the wireless controller. And that's that. I'll get it all in, I'll tidy it all up, and I'll flash back when it's done. But really easy, plug and play. Okay, here's the other end of the power cable. I've fed the power cable down and through. End up using the same conduit as the other one. It's coming back down from the top. I'm just going to run this back down through here somewhere. There's plenty of room. Feed that through behind this conduit here. And then what we'll do is we'll join it inside the conduit here when we find the best spot for it. Okay, make sure you heat shrink, cover everything. I'm just going to use these little bullet style pins. They're just these splices, one in each side. Put that on there, give that a nice solid crimp. That's good, same on the other one. And then before do the other side, we'll put heat shrink over the whole lot. So we'll have, each one will be heat shrinked, and then the whole lot will be heat shrinked. So I've just folded these back over. You probably saw me do it just to give it a bit more wire in there to grab onto. It's a nice firm fit. So I cut this tubing a bit short, should have ideally gone all the way, but I'm an idiot, so what I'll do, I'll just quickly duct tape, good old duct tape, wrap it up, it'll be fine. Alright, so I measured it up this end first, and I managed to run it all through the same conduit. This was our wire that was in here. This one's going to go into this switch. I can run the same conduit. I've just got to feed it up through and back out here now. I'll do that. Now here with these connections, these are the same terminals that I just used to connect our power wire together before, but I find that instead of just having the wire, these little bullet lugs, they are amazing. They just bite better on the screw that comes down rather than the wire. The wire will just compress and spread and just burr up, whereas these just get a much better grip. Okay, last things last, just got to replace this fuse with a 5 amp fuse, which is what it's rated for. Okay, before we go any further, we will turn on our thing, and we want to see these two light up. We hit rock light. I'm going to change that to be the grill light, and there's our two lighting up. Okay, here's our STEDI extension, the 2 metre. So we just need to plug this in the right way. This is going to be a bugger to get to, but we will get it. That goes in there, like so. Screw the cap on. That is done. I'm going to tidy all that up later, but that will just go through, turn around, and we'll plug in to whichever one of these we pick. So I'm going to go ahead, tidy that up and get it to pop out here. Alright, so I went ahead and I tidied up the loom. I've secured them off to the brackets on the battery. Nothing crazy, air hanging out. There's all our covers are all back on. And we got that to pop out. There's our plugs there, and then all I did was tidy up the looms, push them all together, and they sit perfectly underneath the box. So let's go and test it out. Okay legends, I'm all set up with 2 cameras. Couldn't get out in the bush like I wanted to. The rain's playing up, just in the driveway here. But yeah, we'll still get it sorted. So this is what I wanted to show you, how we can run 2 Bluetooth controllers off the one STEDI app. So first thing we need to do, we open our app. If we go to our little drop-down device here, it's telling us that previously connected the grille lights and the underglow, they're named. Not connected with a broken connection. As soon as we give them power, like that, then they connect through their Bluetooth connections, like so. There they go. So then what we need to do is you individually select them. So like I was saying, you cannot operate both off the one, you can't change the lights both together. You select one at a time and get that function going. So if I wanted to go, we'll start with the grille. I turn underglow off, then I turn around and I turn the power on, and then there you go. So you got some lights, and then every little function that you do from there lights up, and that's our grille lights doing their thing, like so. Pretty cool. But then I can leave that function going, say as an RGB, changing all different colours, and then turn around, go here, tell it that I don't want to do that, but I want to leave the light on, turn on the underglow, and then that, as soon as I get that going, there is our underglow, once I turn that light on there. So now we have both working. It remembers the sequence from the grille, but it'll allow me to do what I want with the underglow. Turn around, decide that I just want to change to one colour, disable the underglow but leave the light on, turn around, and then I can go to the grille. It means the grille's selected, and I just want a steady red in the grille, and that's what I'll get. So really handy, really good. You can even turn around and I can just turn the underglow off altogether just by tapping it like that and just get the grille. Love it, think it's cool. Get on it if it's something that you want. Let me know if you want more of these types of videos. Subscribe, comment, tell me all that stuff, because that's what I love to hear, and I'll keep them coming.